guys, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today we're going to be doing another pour painting. I'm going to be doing a little bit different technique this time. This is the first time I've tried this technique, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. I have got some plum purple in this cup. This is the color. It's just plum purple. And I have mixed it with some of my glue and water pouring medium. And it just looks like this, and this will become more of the regular color once it dries because this pouring medium dries clear. It's one thing I like about using the glue, you guys, is that the pouring medium dries clear. And I want this to be my background color, so I'm going to pour this with my pouring medium right onto this canvas and cover the whole thing in this purple. But before I do, let's pull my sleeves up, because this is probably going to make a big mess. Did you ever grab me that little strainer? Do I just not see it? No, there's a little red round strainer somewhere. I don't know if it's in that one or the one underneath, but it's in there somewhere. All right, while he finds us that, I'm going to go ahead and just pour this paint right directly on this canvas and pray to God I have enough here. I think I do, but we're going to have to see. Like I said, I want it to cover the entire canvas. Yes, sir. Ooh, I don't know if I have quite enough paint. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to let that sit there long enough for me to mix up just a little bit more of this purple paint. Because, again, I want this to be my whole background, you guys. So I want to make sure that I have enough. We're going to try that. I want to make sure that I have enough to actually do the whole thing. And as you guys can see, I do not measure this stuff out at all. Like, I'm totally guessing it here. Totally guessworking. But so far, that's worked okay for me. Like, I haven't had any real problems from it. Now this,
I was winging it.
I wing almost everything in life, you guys. We wing it a lot in this house. Okay, winging a prayer, I always say. Winging a prayer. So we're going to continue with that winging a prayer. And we're going to pray that now this is enough paint. And as you can see, I've got it about the same consistency as the paint before it. Okay, now that we've got that poured on there, I feel like I've got pretty much everything out of that I'm going to get out of it. Probably going to make my trash can nice and pretty with paint now, but oh well. We're going to run with it. All right, and then we're just going to, oh, you know what, you guys, I'm kind of stupid because I didn't pre-do this canvas at all. I probably should have mixed up more of my pouring medium and pre-poured my canvas as well. You know, you guys, I'm seriously living and learning. Living and learning. This is life. We're living and learning. But I do feel like this is covering it pretty well, so. Winging it may have worked once again for me, people. Are we getting all the sides covered here? Can you tell?
I think so.
Because I don't want to totally lose my marble pattern that I got going on here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, that's
neat.
neat.
I do have a spot here on the bottom that's not, or on this side that's not covered.
Yeah, because that's where you had your hand. That's
okay.
Where you had your hands.
Well, let's see if we can't fix that really quickly before it starts to get too dry for me to fix it. Am I getting it? I can't. Not real well, that one spot. Seems like I always get a spot in every canvas, you guys. It just does not want to cover. Anybody else have that issue?
Yeah, just touch it with your finger. It should blend in with it. And you got the corner over here too that you gotta get.
This corner?
The corner, yeah, that corner.
Corner towards me?
Yep, and the
Okay,
corner away from you too.
Alright, this one's working itself out. Just a second. Okay. And this, you guys, like I said in the last video, this really is like a patience thing. Like, it takes patience. It's not the quickest of processes, and especially once that glue starts to dry, because you guys, I'm here to tell you right now, the glue is a nightmare.
Gotta beat the clock with the glue.
It is beat the clock with the glue, and it's also, it sticks to everything once it's dry. So like, just know that wherever you sit your painting, if you do it in glue, it's gonna stick to it. So be prepared for that.
Yep.
I've actually ruined a couple of paintings just by sitting them on the wrong surface to dry. Like, it's real. All right, now Jerry, can you do me a favor? And, well, actually, I guess, hold on a second. I'm just going to have you do like I did last time and pause the video and then restart it, because I'm going to have to go wash my hands between this process and the next.
That's fine.
So. And as you guys can see, I just have a tiny spot of white here on this one corner that I'm really trying to get to cooperate with me and cover up. Once I make that happen, which is very, very slowly happening. Oh my gosh. Once it's like dripping everywhere but where I want it to go. Once I get that to happen, I will pause this video and go wash my hands really quickly, because this is like a mess.
Alright, and we'll be right back.
Alright guys, so I'm back. I have cleaned up my hands from the first layer. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I've got my gold here, I think metallic gold, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And, well, I don't need to open it like that, stupid, it's open. And I'm going to go ahead, I bought another one of these, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, good. I've used a lot of it. And I am going to go ahead and pour a ton of it, well, not a ton of it, but some, into this container. And then I'm going to take my handy dandy glue mixture. Can you get me a new stir stick thing? Thank you, sir. All right. And I'm going to just stir this up. Make sure, because I let it sit here a second while I was washing my hands. Okay. Set it down over here. Pour some of it into my gold paint. Pick up my stirrer again. Stir my paint. I don't know if you guys really want to play by play. Now I'm just thinning this out a little bit because I feel like it makes it easier to pour. Like, it just overall makes it easier to pour. It does pour thick. Like, you guys, this paint, if you do like the colander method and you don't want to cover the whole canvas with it, and you just want to spread multiple colors, this paint on its own works great. Like, you don't have to thin it out at all. That's one thing I love about this paint, because it's already so thin. You don't.
Is it called tempera paint?
It's called Artisan Tempera paint. Yep, and it's available at Hobby Lobby, and it was actually 40% off this week. So
it was like less
there's
than $2.
It is March 17th or something as I'm filming this video, I think. All right, we got that mixed up. Now I'm going to go ahead, and I've got a strainer here, and I'm going to have my hand. Well, no, maybe I don't. I don't need him. Never mind, I don't need you.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and I want to hold this above my canvas because I want to use this for multiple colors. So I don't want to get paint all over it, if that makes sense.
Do you need to set it down too?
Pardon?
Do you need to set it down too?
What do you mean?
After you poured more colors in.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
We're going to see how this goes.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to start right up here in this corner. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour my yellow paint and let that drip through. Okay, this is going to take a minute. And again, you guys, I have not, like, done this. Okay, so this is just what it is. All right. Now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead, and I am going to just sit this down for a minute. Because my ding-dong butt didn't mix up my other color. All right, I need one more of those thing-on-whats. And now I'm just going to take this black tempera paint. Yep, this is black, making sure it's not green. I tend to be a little colorblind. And I'm going to pour some of that into a cup as well. No, exactly. I'm trying to get as much of that as I did the gold. Okay. And then I'm going to pour just a little bit. I need one more mixer, Jerry. And then I'm going to pour just a little bit of this pouring medium into here. I need another mixer.
Mixer.
Then you can go grab whatever you gotta grab. Okay.
You need me a cup?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
All right, and then just mix this, give it a quick stir, make sure it's good, make sure, I don't know, that's a little thin, but we're gonna run with it. Okay, and then I guess I'm pretty much probably done with the purple. We can sit it right there. Okay, now that we've done that and got that mixed up, I'm gonna take, oh Lord, I just got it all over my finger. We're gonna take the black and we're gonna come, I guess, this way. Doesn't have to be dead on. And just pour some of the black in there. So now you see how we're getting that gold and black mixture. Which actually, if I would have been thinking, we probably should have done that with this one. So let's go back and just kind of put a little bit of black in with the gold in this one. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to just kind of take this black. You guys see what I'm doing.
Far out, man.
This is totally off the wall. I have no clue what I'm doing. Just totally off the wall. All right. Now I want...
No, it's not. It's going to be on the wall once you're done.
Yeah, well, okay. You're right. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and stop the video one more time because I want to do another gold ball. So go ahead and stop that. Hi, guys. All right. I'm back. So now we're going to go ahead. I'm just mixing up a third color I decided I wanted to add while I was off camera. And I want to go ahead. I'm going to come back to this gold now. And I'm just going to add a third gold ball in here. And again, you guys, I am totally winging it. Like, I did not even have a plan coming into this except a couple of colors, and I knew I wanted to make the background purple. So that's literally what we're running with on this. Okay. And we're just going to let that run through. That's the last of my gold paint. So once I get the ball big enough that I want it, which I actually think that's about good, I'm going to come through and just dabble some more of this gold paint around all over everything so that we use it up. Okay. I'm actually really loving the way that this is turning out. So there is that. All right, now what I'm going to do, just to make this really super fun, I'm going to have my husband take this dripping thing off my hands as soon as I get it to, hold on one second, I'm not quite done dripping yet. I want to, there we go. All right, now we'll take that. I have just a little bit of gold left here, but I'm going to let it sit for just a minute. And then gather back up. I'm going to take my black now. And I'm going to come right along here. And we're just going to kind of take, and I'm just going to keep adding, adding to this. And we're just going to see what happens. Could you actually, while I pour the rest of these two colors on here, could you take that and rinse it? Because I want to get that blue.
Oh, you don't want to mess with the gold?
I don't know. I guess we could try, couldn't we?
That's up to you.
All right, that pretty much used up the black. I don't want to put a lot more black on this painting. I feel like it's getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, let's just go ahead and let's just offset it with some more of this gold. I feel like this end doesn't maybe have as much gold, so let's put a little more gold down here. This looks like such a mess. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, you guys. It could be a total flop. All right, now what I'm going to do... oh, I'm losing my voice. That's beautiful. Now, that just sounded wonderful on camera for you guys. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this last color, the last little bit of my paint. Of course, I can't do it without getting some form of paint on me. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to come down here to this end where there's not a whole lot going on, and I'm going to Pour this in. And we're just going to let it start dripping. And I want to run it. So we're going to run it. Because I like the way that those lines come out. Like something about that is just really appealing to my eye. So we're going to just run with that. And we're going to just keep pouring the paint in. And going over the whole thing. Now you guys, I don't know how I'm feeling about this blue. It was not my original plan to add the blue.
I think it'll look cool.
I was only going to do black, gold, and purple because I actually just bought a new comforter set today. And I thought a black, gold, and purple painting would look just so nifty up there with it. But we added some blue. So we're going to see what that does. And it goes with the rest of the colors I've been adding. So we're good. Or the rest of the color scheme I've been doing. So we're good. All right. Now I'm going to start tilting this. This could be a disaster. We're going to see what happens. Oh, it's already sticking. Oh, it's already stuck. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I don't screw. I'm going to screw my edges all up.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am, because of the way I'm holding it. All right, guys. So here we go. We're going to see what happens, because this is just interesting. And honestly, I'm trying not to lose a lot of my, like, colors and pattern here. Like, I don't want it all to run away, because I want to get it distributed, if that makes sense, which it should.
Especially the purple.
So before I start letting it run all off the sides, see how I'm making sure, you probably can't see it because I've got it facing me, but I'm making sure that it gets that whole canvas. And you guys can see now, you saw how I put that on there. And this is what it became. And this is the part of this process that's just amazing to me. And yes, it's a little time consuming to put it together. It's a little time consuming to do the initial parts of it. But I'm telling you guys, once you get that paint on there and it starts spreading, there is just no better feeling in my life. Like, I love watching these come together. Like, that's amazing to think that I started with that mess on that canvas. And that's beautiful. Like, that's amazing. My heart. Okay, you guys. So this is the finished product. And you saw how super simple that was. Which proves that if you use enough paint, this process can literally take you 5 seconds. Alright, so that is that. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, happy crafting.